Okay, we're back. It's very cold today. Elliot's got his turtleneck on. That's a nice sweater. Right, so we have developed the design. I've been working on it in Illustrator. I've been introducing some of the gradients and stuff to suggest where the shadows and stuff. The shadows will give it depth and stuff, but I'm going to give it over to Luke now. And Luke's going to develop this a bit more in Illustrator and then bring it into Photoshop to really kind of give it that beautiful touch on top.
Give it a beautiful touch.
A beautiful touch on top. He's going to give it a lot more depth through shading and highlights and refine it some more.
So me and Duncan have still been working on the flag. We really feel like it's starting to feel a lot more along the lines of a flag. If you look at the last one from when we were talking about adding in the dark patches. The dark patches. So we've introduced like this big dark area here with stars and other elements to kind of help build up the flag. And yes, there are stripes in there as well. Stars and stripes. Make it an X. We've got a guest appearance.
Come in, join us.
Come in.
We should add some X's.
Come and join us.
Get on the chair. Get on the chair. Look, come and sit in the middle.
Rutger, right here.
What's the problem? I can solve it.
We can't make it an X.
Why not?
We're too far in the design now. The deadline's creeping up.
Definitely got an X here.
Anyway, so we're pretty much there now with this, and we have all the elements, and we've got a lot of eye stock going in here, and it's just a case of completely filling it out. Like the structure of the flag is a lot better, and it's just a case of Duncan hurrying up and finishing his section here, which has been blank up until this point. So yeah, we're pretty much there on both designs now. So the next time you see these, they'll be pretty much finalised and in the colour section and refined, colour and refine.
Woo! Good job.
So here me and Luke have finalized the design, and what we did, we opened it up to the studio. Everyone in the studio was given the design and they had to come up with their favorite colorways. So we've cherry picked the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 favorites, and we're going to discuss them a bit further. The favorites range from kind of a classical red, white and blue of the English flag to kind of a bit more experimental, to kind of
Classic.
Yeah, a bit
kind of a classic and silver and blue. And then it's something a bit more graphic.
Could you keep it down over there?
JK.
As I was saying. So yeah, let's discuss a bit more. My favourite is kind of, I'm debating whether we stay red, white and blue to really keep it English so people know it's the English flag, because the illustration slightly takes it away from there. I quite like this real kind of beautiful idea of silver and blue.
Because we have the option to use, well, the palette is only 4 colours, but we have this option of using different opacities of each colour, which I think will enable us to kind of squeeze a few extra tones out of it. But we can also have 2 specials to feature, one on each side. So we could have, the UK side could have a silver or a fluoro or a UV gloss or whatever we want, really. So I think the idea of silver is really a nice one. Like, we're celebrating 10 years of Vault also, which is something we can't, can't forget that as well. So, and I know maybe silver can be a bit obvious choice, but it's something that's going to be, classic and really nice, and I think can work really well.
Yeah, especially I think printed,
it'll really be beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know if it looks a bit cold for the lion though, because lions are a bit, their mane is a bit more orangey, like kind of this more of a route.
I tried this version where I had the silver and the blue and introduced the red back in, but for me it gets a little bit too chaotic.
It's kind of clashing a little bit.
You don't get to read into the detail and see the design.
Because the silver it's quite, blue and silver are quite, I think, a little bit maybe too cold for this artwork, maybe. I don't know. I mean, even the idea of taking it to a gold, like if we're doing silver on one side, I mean, I don't know if I don't know if silver's going to work for the New York side. I mean, it's a bit of a backwards and forwards process because we've only got 4 colours to work with.
We could try it. Yeah, we should try it.
Yeah, let's take the silver and blue, and I think let's mock up the gold and blue in this one, and then we'll compare it
Yeah.
and make a decision.
So then I mean, if we have a look at the
New York, should we move on?
yeah.
This has come on really nice.
Yeah, so there's a couple of big printouts also just to see, see if we spot anything. A couple of these are the same deal, like everybody's picked a few colours that they like. We've kind of mimicked colours that were similar for the Lions UK side as well onto the New York side to try and see if we can get these colour palettes working. And it's definitely a very, very difficult process to try and get 4 colours working well across 2 designs and make them look different as well. So yeah, I think there's just definitely things here that we love. I personally love the classicness of this, kind of a bit more of an orangey red with a navy blue, kind of a bit more of a take on the red, white and blue with tones of orange. Like I really like, I think that looks really good, really nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite a fan of this a little bit off the wall colours that don't initially associate with the US flag.
Is that because it was your design?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So this is my favourite colour choice. If you want to vote for me, call me.
We should have like vote for John coming up at the bottom of the screen right now. But going back to what we were saying about the silver and gold idea, I think that could look really nice if we did the gold. If we did the gold with the lion and then maybe tried to incorporate a silver into this side, like it's definitely something to explore. Like
we would use the same blue on both sides, obviously.
yeah. I think that could work really nicely. I think there's so many colour options that we've tried. It's pretty obvious that it can get maybe a bit too overcomplicated. I think maybe we're trying to think about this too much. Maybe we just need to kind of simplify it right back. Like we might not even need all 4 colours. We could use 3 colours. Like keep it really, really simple and striking.
So should we say we go with these 2 and a silver option, or really a silver or gold option?
Yeah,
where we.
Yeah, I think we should whittle it down again from this stage. Like make it down to maybe a choice between 1 or 2, and then see what happens from this
Rutger,
stage.
what do you think?
What are we doing?
Great. We'll end it there.